I'm out of my fucking mind, dude. Like when I'm out here, I literally had to make a rule about just relaxing when I drive. And one thing that helps is very therapeutic for me is letting people go.
Right.
If you're really like I get so frustrated with the quality of the driving out here, the inability to fucking make turns at a decent speed. And dude, when they go by shit out here, the second they pass it, they don't even remember it. There's no fucking clue as for what's behind you. Like, you know what they do out here that fucking drives me nuts? You'll be sitting behind some guy at a red light, and you're up on his bumper, like you're supposed to be, nothing crazy. And as the light turns green, he then puts his left fucking directional on.
It's absolute enraging, and it's self-centered, and yeah, it's I'm with you.
Is it wrong that I fantasize about pushing him into traffic?
No, it's wrong that you don't have the moral courage to do it. I think that's totally right. And whenever you hear about someone getting shot and killed for road rage, everyone first goes, "Oh my God, that maniac that shot that person." And honest to God, the first thing I think is, I'm glad. Like, and until I find out the guy with the gun was the dick,
right?
Who fucked up first.
I love that you have to find out that the guy with the gun was a dick.
I know to find out that.
Until I find out the guy with the gun overreacted a little.
But it's just there's something about because people are so self-centered and narcissistic when they drive. It's a reflection of who they really are. So that's why we take it so fucking personally, man. Like you let people go. If a guy doesn't wave thank you to me,
they don't do that out here.
Cardinal sin.
They don't do that out here. And I go from like being this fucking Mother Teresa person, I turn into the devil. It starts, I try to stay calm. It starts with a couple of reallys in my car. I just go, really? 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 You're not going to fuck these fucking people out here? I don't know what the fuck I ever moved down here for. I end up turning into that just because some douche. Dude, you see the look on their face. They're like, please, 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 let me go. And you go to let them go, and you think, oh, hey, right. Thumbs up, something, nothing. They immediately are just back into their own, I don't know. I find sometimes I wave at people out here, and they look at me like weird. Like, what, do you know me? Like, I did move 2,500 miles away from where I learned, societal rules. So maybe, but, you just think if you're waving to another white guy, I mean, we're pretty fucking generic.
Yeah.
There's not a lot of depth to the culture here.
Yeah, there's no gang signs in our way. I can see black guys get a little freaked out watching which way your fingers are turned. Well, plus East Coast, though, is so aggressive. And I hate to do like an LA thing. But out here, maybe that courtesy, like, in Boston or New York, if someone lets you cut in, it's like, hey, motherfucker, I did you a courtesy. And you're like, hey, thank you for the courtesy.
Yeah, you're a good shit, dude.
You're welcome. But here, it's like, well, that was just expected because they might do that for each other more out here. And so it's not a big deal. That's the only way I can think of. I was on the Pennsylvania Turnpike one time driving to a gig, and I know I'm popping all over. I'm very self-conscious talking. So
you're doing much better. But I don't have anybody to help us out with this.
Okay, I was driving to a gig, and a guy cut into my lane. I was doing about 70. It was raining, and he had a trailer. It was a
which is normal.
And I'm like,
I'm hydroplaning.
Yeah, it was a rear-wheel drive too. With my Mustang, real hunk of shit, fucking hydroplaning car. Good call. And I'm driving, and this guy's coming into my lane, and I immediately, your mind when you think you're going to die goes very quickly, and I'm like, okay, you got to slam on the brakes. You're going to have an accident. Hit the wall,
that's smart. Yeah, slow yourself down, sideswiping.
Hit the wall. So I jam on the brake. I hit the horn, and he veers out, and we don't have the accident. So then I'm not afraid. I'm in a rage at this fucking guy.
Right.
And I pull up next to him, and it's a fat black dude, like a family mopey guy, and I'm ready to really
It's Cleveland from Family Guy.
Excellent. Yes, William Stevenson. For those of you that go to the comedy show. And he looks at me and he gives me the oops, I fucked up wave. Like, sorry, and he gives me that, and every bit of anger drained.
You can't because he just owned up to it.
I'm sorry.
And sorry. Yeah.
I waved back, no problem. Yeah. That was it. In a second, my rage was gone.
You know what's funny? I sometimes, when somebody acts on the rage, even though I know it's wrong, I sort of live through the fucking ecstasy that must be like. Do you remember when Russell Crowe threw the phone
yes.
at the guy? I just can't imagine, like, when you're in a hotel and you're not getting the customer service you want on whatever it is, that the fact that you actually take the machine that they won't help you with and fucking hurt somebody, the person who's not helping you, you fucking hurt him with it.
Yeah.
Completely wrong thing to do. But I can't imagine. I always was wondering, like, when he's letting that phone go, just fucking all that rage going at him. I think it was good for him. It was bad for the guy behind the
Behind the counter?
Behind the counter was bad.
Well, 2 people learned a lesson that day. Russell Crowe learned not to do it. The other guy probably learned better fucking customer service next time. Because I remember when that happened. I was in the Greenwich Hotel, which De Niro owns. And I remember,
oh, my God, that's a really nice place.
It's beautiful.
Like he would stay at a dive. What a stupid comment.
But I remember thinking the satisfaction it must have felt when the phone hit the guy. Like how good that must have felt to throw that phone at that motherfucker. And again, he got in big trouble for that. But yeah, that was a story that I think.
Do you know how mad you are? You're pulling the wires out of the wall, and that voice is still not going, okay, what are you doing, dude? What are you doing? And then you wrap it up. You leave your hotel. You're walking down the hall. You leave your room. You get into the fucking elevator, and your brain's still going, yeah, throw it at him. Yeah, throw it at him.
Is that what happened?
Well, I mean, he went downstairs to the front. I mean, I don't know.
I was assuming you picked the phone up off the desk and just threw it at him.
Oh, I thought he was upstairs in his room.
Maybe he was, but I thought that I thought he just picked the phone up and threw it at the guy.
That makes way more sense.
But if I find out that he actually wrapped the cord and took the phone from downstairs, that makes me love him more. I loved him just for picking it up.
I probably fucked it up. I fucked up everything. I don't know. Do you know the other day I actually called the periodic chart? I called it the periodical.
But that's understandable. I mean,
I was on Breaking Bad. There's no excuse. It's like you're on a Western and you call it a cowboy hat. How do you not fucking know? It shows you the amount of fucking research I did.